So do you believe that trust has become finite resource?
I don't know what that finite trust would mean. I put trust on a scale, like I do most things, an analog scale of greater than zero and less than one. I do not go for absolutes. I don't believe in absolute anything. I don't think that there is zero trust. Otherwise, we would not exist. You got to eat. You're having a level of trust just for your basic human survival instincts that you're not going to get poisoned. So everything is somewhere in the middle. The issue is provenance. Where does that information come from, and how much trust does it deserve? Has it earned? Now, digitally, there is some work going on, and let's go to stolen paintings. Germans, World War II. The provenance of paintings, there was a 30-year period where the provenance of some masters' artwork disappeared. And the provenance and the art historians had to go back and find out, where did this really come from? Who owned it through? Is it real? And we have this in coins and collectibles and a lot of issues. We don't have it in information yet. But if we had, for example, every piece of source material. So, all right, so I'm going to do a video out of here, right? It can have provenance built into it with an integrity checker, and we could have a blockchain-like type of mechanism to verify the authenticity and provenance step by step. So Steven Spielberg is out filming a movie. He's doing the original stuff. Cool. That should have, and I'm using the word not watermark, that's the wrong one technically, but an ID, non-modifiable ID. Then it goes to the Foley Studios. It adds another ID. Then it goes through here, another ID, through the whole process. I don't see another way right now for digital provenance with what we're doing. We need to have an entirely different global mechanism by which to judge the content, to have a better handle on how much BS is it.
That's right. And I hear you talk right now, and I'm reminded also by how many companies have I come across in my career that says in their logo, in their tagline, it says trust us. They sell things based on trust. And then when you and I are talking right now, I'm thinking like this is a very thin layer of selling proposition that could dissipate, like it's got no solid ground, it sounds like.
I've done this on a personal level in a lot of audiences, and audiences are heavily on the male side, right, wrong, or indifferent, but they are. And so I'll ask a question. How many of you trust your spouse? And everybody puts their hand up. How many of you trust your spouse? 100%. A few hands go down so you can see where the divorces are coming. Cool. How many of you trust your wife not to have you killed if she was offered $1 million or $10 million? Absolutely. Would you believe the same thing if your kids were in danger and she had to make Sophie's choice? That creates an emotional realization, a small epiphany, that no matter how much you think you have trust, you got to regauge it. It is a slippery slope. It is not an absolute.
It's not an absolute. You're right. And there's many professions out there. There's many jobs out there that says I've used that before. Is I trust you as the last job you've delivered to me. If I'm happy with the last job you delivered to me, we all have short memories nowadays. We only remember. If you do 100 jobs for somebody and you do 100 jobs very good, accurately, and then you miss that last delivery, let's say you're in whatever profession you're in, your customer's going to remember that last delivery that went wrong versus the 99 you've done right. And that entire trust that you've built over time, it completely went away in some cases.
Yeah, the trust will be degraded. And that's why in my other book, Analog Network Security, there's the entire principle is trust degradation over time, whether it's in cyber systems, kinetic systems, or psychological systems. Trust degrades over time, and it's the entropic equivalent in the cyber world and mental world. It's just a different way of looking at things. So trust, it's a very fuzzy slope.